this cartridge holder this spring part has never been out of the rifle. I tried to push in on this and to get it to come off, but I didn't want to put any little pry marks along the edge of this clip holder. And you can see there is no pry marks, nothing. It's basically just virgin. And we look down in here now, you imagine that if someone were putting bullets and everything in here, that you would have a lot of, see if we can do it this way, you'd have a lot of problems. Let's see. Hard to do this one-handed with my hands. Oh, there we go, there we go. And you can look down in, and that's the first time I've ever really looked in there. But there is no rust down in here. There's no usage. There's no gunpowder residue. And all this is the original bluing. Now there is a little rust on this one side, which is right here. And what happened here, looks like, is that a few drops of water went between the stock right there and came down through here, and no one noticed it, and of course it rusted a little bit. But other than that, if we look at the ball bearings, the mechanism itself right here, it's in perfect condition. There's no marking basically on the trigger guard or anywhere else for that matter. And I can look down the barrel, but I don't want to do that because it's something that I don't like doing. I was always taught not to look down the barrel of anything, no matter what. So you can see the numbers here on this trigger. This is all original bluing, original everything. There's some numbers there, and there's all kinds of trick numbers everywhere. But there is no swastikas or any type of the Hitler's German, his, what do they call it, his political thing. There just isn't. And then of course we have this one, 2147, and this says Model 98, and that says like 47. Now I know that all the numbers don't match, but that doesn't mean a lot. In manufacturing, we don't know what they were doing. Can anyone tell me exactly how they manufactured these? What were their numbering systems? Were there any one-offs? Were there any specials that were made that were not numbered, not put in production? Well, you're damn right, there probably was. But just because we can go on the internet now, in 2012, and look at some production numbers, doesn't mean that because something isn't clearly marked that it's not real, or it did not come from the factory that way. What I can show you is that there is no rust on the action, on the unsharpened bayonet. There is no signs of use. There is no signs of sanding marks. And I will take very high close pictures of every inch of this, and then I'll post those in a video. Like I said, I did put some glue on this 25 years ago. Some wood glue. I didn't know what it was. It's just an old Mauser, you know. There are millions of them made. There's no rust up here on the bayonet lug. There is hardly any damage to anything. This is only the second time I've had the action or the barrel part out. And of course, I will never fire this again. It's only it's going to be historical. Plus, my dad got it from his brother who brought it back from Germany. And everything on it is stock. The only thing that I see myself that is not right is one of the little tiny safety bolts right there, which is right there. The little tiny safety thing broke off. So I'll have to get one more replacement. All I have to do is back that out a little bit. And you can see where the end of the screw, It hasn't even been played with. The original bluing is all the same. So we have a 1937 rifle inside of a late or mid-40s Superior stock, and actually it's the best of both worlds. The action is better made and the stock is better made. But the stock, all this was done, all the sanding, everything else was done at the factory. Because I know in the last 50 years, my father did not fire it, mainly because he went through the war, and war is not like movies. It's very traumatic, and like he said, son, if you go to war, it's really, really loud. That was one thing he told me about it. So I'm going to take some high definition pictures of the stock, and we'll carry on.